Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters, and today we're going to be looking at the December 2023 sync pairs, grid expansions, all that stuff, right? So, sadly, Pokemon Masters Tools is not updated yet as of the time of recording this, and I just want to get the video over with while I have the time. So, yeah, we're going to be kind of doing this a little bit dysfunctionally, where we go through the paste bin, which of course that's what, people, I'm pretty sure Poke does it, I'm pretty sure some other, people who do stuff on Pokemon data mine day releases, they go through the paste bins and whatnot. So yeah, there's also the data mine summary tab over here in the Reddit server for Pokemon Masters, which gives us some more information here. So this video is going to hopefully cover all of the new sync pairs. We've got Nate, Neo Champion Rosa, or Neo Champion Rosa and Nate both. We got ourselves the Holiday Viola and Sycamore, the free Lodge Jasmine and Magnemite, as well as Kukui's Grid expansion. I think that's it. I could be misremembering or forgetting something, but I think that's it. And honestly, with that being the only new stuff, I'm happy about that. I'm happy with that. So, yeah, let's first of all, I want to go over Kukui's Grid expansion, see what he got. All right, you fuck me. Looks like nothing. Good night. That's a lot of stuff to look at. Okay, cool. So, do we really not have Kukui's Grid expansion? Does not seem like it. Oh well, I mean, what are we going to do at that point? Sync Pair Scout and new Sync Grids expand. There we go. Okay, never mind. That's good. There we go. I'm an idiot. There we go. Kukui's Grid expansion. Let's look at this. So he's getting, obviously, attack up plus 20 as well as HP up plus 40. Pretty usual stuff for the free nodes. He gets Rock Tomb Trip of 9, debuffing speed even more. Berserker 2 raises his attack by 2 when his when his move is successful, so he's just got unconditional Berserker. Okay. Tripwire 2, lowering all enemy speed by 2 on entry. Alien Critical Infliction 9 raises his crit rate by 1 when it uses a status move. When the Pokemon uses a... Oh, Leer. Okay. Well, I guess? Rock. If we look at Kukui... He's got himself, obviously, his multiplier is Cakewalk, so now it's easier to activate Cakewalk, plus he has Sandblaster. He doesn't have any innate nuking multiplier, even being a tech. So he was one of the first techs, though, so they're very weird with that. But he does have the EX, which of course is nice. I mean, I wouldn't say it's horrible. This makes him far more self-sufficient in terms of, I guess, being able to set up his nuke, doing damage, and that type of stuff. But really, I was hoping for more, more multipliers. Even just another nuking multiplier, right? He doesn't need to do damage. Just give him another nuking multiplier, like Bronze Sync 5 or something. That would have been relatively useful. I don't know. As it stands, Kukui's only got 150% total multipliers, right? I don't know. Sure, it's something. It is indeed something. So there's that. Now let's go over a Lodge Jasmine. Of course, obviously, credit to Absol on Twitter for all this stuff. Let's look at Lodge Jasmine. That's what I'm most interested in, or second most interested in. So the normal cells with just stat up nodes, Thunder Shock power, so she does have Thunder Shock. Though actually, I should probably look at the actual sync pair information first, right? Instead of just the grid. So she's a support sync pair with a weakness to ground. She has Magnemite, as we know. Steel support, Okay, so she's got herself Thunder Shock. She's got Screech. That's actually pretty solid as the support, having Screech. Gyro Ball, useless. And then Heart of Steel raises the defense, special defense, and accuracy of all allies by 1 and applies gradual healing to the user. It has 2 uses. Okay, I guess. It's a really weird kit, but sure. Defense debuffing is good, though. It is. Hustle Environment 4 on, I'm going to guess, Thunder Shock. I don't know. So that's good. Thunder Shock. Natural Remedy. Removes status conditions from the user the first time it is inflicted by a status condition each battle. Shocking Slowdown. Lowers target speed by 1 when the user's attack move is successful against a paralyzed opponent. So debuffing speed as well. Thunder Shock Power. Thunder Shock Move Gauge Refresh. Metallic Acceleration. Metallic Healing. Team Sharp Entry 1. That's pretty useful. Interference Immunity, more stat nodes. Team Full Bracing Infliction 1, raising the defenses the first time the user's Pokemon uses a status move, so now she's got even more defensive utility. Catalyst and Screech move gauge refresh, Antitoxin, Fleet Feet 1 on Gyro Ball, raising her own speed. Sure, I guess. All ramped up 1 on Heart of Steel, her turn and move. Raises special attack of all allies by 1 when the move is successful. That's not bad. Sync nodes, and then first aid 2. Okay. I wouldn't say she's bad. She's very defensive, of course, with her defensive buffing. She doesn't really have too much healing. She's got gradual healing plus the first aid 2, which I guess is enough. And then, of course, she's got Catalyst for gauge management. She's probably quite slow. Let's be honest with ourselves here. She's probably quite slow. I don't know where her stats are, but I'm just going to assume. Oh, right here, maybe. Level 140. 219, yeah, pretty slow, right? But I think this is without any investment. Oh, she also has Endurance, Lith, and Recuperation. Okay, Recuperation's good. Endurance is good. Okay. She looks pretty solid. I mean, very defensive, but she's got a little bit of special attack buffing, very small crit buffing, but she does have defense and speed debuffing, paralysis, that type of stuff, right? So sadly, she's not very speedy, but she's pretty defensive and bulky, relatively. So I think that she could be relatively useful in more of a gauntlet scenario, if anything, but hey, that's fine. I like Jasmine, so I'll take it as a win. Cool, cool, awesome. Now let's look at the next sync pair here. Oh yeah, we got the... I want to look at the eggs too, I forgot about this. I want to look at the eggs. So, what do these eggs have? So, Player and Grookey, the support type, I guess. Why do you have Solar Blade if you're a support? Okay, so now there's the tech. Okay, sure, whatever. So this one is support. It's got Razor Leaf. It's got Potion, restoring IHP, Strike Together, raising attack and speed, and then Solar Blade for some reason. It's not going to do damage. Why? Yeah, it's probably not going to be doing damage. Haste, First Aid 2, and Endurance. Okay, Endurance and First Aid 2. Those are nice. Grookey Tech. Razor Leaf, X Speed, raises speed by 2 and keep it up. Screech. So it's just a defense debuffer, gauge refresh. Okay. That's it. It's pretty much just for defense debuffing and I guess having speed. And then Striker Grookey. X attack and then race you, buffing speed and crit. Solar Blade, this is where it's actually useful. It has actual power, right? Headstrong Power Reserves 2, super duper effective 1. It could probably hit for decent damage. Being real, it could probably hit for decent damage. Like, you know, we got ourselves Gyarados and whatnot, and it's hitting for good damage. I would say that this power for Solar Blade can hit quite hard. So, that's a win. Score Bunny, support, Flamethrower, Potion for healing. Let's Brainstorm, special attack and speed buffs. Fire Blast for some reason. First Aid 2 and Endurance, same thing, that's good. For Eggmons, right? Then we got the Tech, X Speed hanging there, buffing defenses, Growl lowering target attack. So it's the attack debuffer, which is more useful because there's not as many of them. Hostile Environment 2 for Burn, Natural Remedy. And then Support, no, Striker rather, sorry. Fire Blast. Fire Blast is low power. Speed buffs, crit buffs, special attack buffs. Super duper effective. No super duper effective. Just, okay. So, Striker Score Bunny sucks. Sobble. Muddy Water. It can lower accuracy. That's actually not too bad for support. But it is gauge, you know, costly. Buffing special attack and speed and potions. So far, so good. Good stuff. Looks like a good support. Tech Sobble. I don't know why they didn't just make them more weather stuff. It's not like it would hurt at this point. Whirlpool for Trap. Okay, I mean, it could probably be useful against, like, Use or something with the Trap. And then Striker. It's got Muddy Water for AoE, which does suck. So, unfortunately, it does look like, yeah, I would say that the Striker and Tech Sobble suck, but the support of all three are good, and I would say the Striker Grookey is actually good as well. So, win. And then I would say all the techs are pretty mid. Though Score Bunny's, I guess, got a niche with debuffing attack, and I think Grookey can debuff speed, so, or not speed, Screech. He Screech to debuff defense, right? So that's not bad. That's pretty good, I would say, overall. Alright, next, I'm not going to look at Lorelei, it's just her EX. Mallow's abilities, I think, have been renamed. Cool. Now, let's go on to the meat and bones, what everyone's been hyped for. Neo Champion, Nate, and Haxorus. I really wish... I'm going to go actually pull up the infographics for these characters because they actually look pretty, so... yes. Of course, thank you to Lost Mode, of course, for the template and whatnot. And the editing by the Third Awakening. Awesome stuff. So, new champion Nate and Shiny Haxorus. They are a physical striker with a EX roll of Field. Finally, right? We're finally getting the EX roll for Field. Dropping November 30th, leaving January 11th. A lot of opportunities to try and pull for them. Looking at their stats, 673 health, 424 attack, 166 defense, 162 special defense, 336 special attack, 356 speed. Good stats overall, I would say, for a striker. Unova main character, champion, and Unova adventurer. Okay. Dragon Sync pair, of course. Let's look at their moves first, because my god. Okay. So, Scale Shot, 2-gauge move, power 10 to 16, or 16 to 9, 19, accuracy 90, multi-strike, raises the target, attacks the target 2 to 5 times in a row, raises user's speed by 1, and lowers the user's defense by 1. Cool. Not really. Unova Passion, 2-gauge move, 2 uses. Increases the physical moves next of all allied sync pairs by 1. Applies the Unova Circle physical to the allied field of play. Circle grants the following effects. Powers up the physical attack moves and physical sync moves of all allies by 10%. Reduces damage from physical attack moves and whatnot by 5%. The more the sync pairs with the Unova theme are on the allied field of play, the higher these percentages are. Each additional sync pair powers up moves and sync moves by 10%. And reduces damage by 3%, maximum power up is 4%, and maximum damage reduction is 14%. Well, since Nate's already the one setting it, we're already doing good, right? Because he's already going to count. So you're already getting a free 20% power buff as well as 8% damage reduction for your physical allies, right? So he's just unconditionally giving them that plus the Unova Pride Master passive. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know how I feel about the circle abilities. They're like literally weather terrain zone effects and master passes put together. That's pretty much it. And I'm not really the biggest fan of it, but whatever. Okay, an EX roll is Dragon Zone. I wanted to make sure of that. I don't know. It's fine, I guess. It's free power for sure, but I don't know. It's fine. It's probably fine, realistically speaking. And plus, combine it with the master passive, you've got yourself a lot of power, right? So if you have this activated at maximum, 40% plus 14% damage reduction, plus his master passive, that is a 90% power buff and 55% damage reduction from physical moves. Good night. That's strong. And then Glory of the Challenge, return the user's lowered stats to normal, raises the user's speed by 3, applies the free move's next effect to the user. Why? What does he want, speed? Okay, gas, sure. Dark Black Outrage, 4-gauge move, 1 use, power 250, hits like a damn sync move. All enemies as the opponent sure hit. Activation condition is when the user's attack is raised. Deactivation condition is when it's not. Move never misses, reduces sync countdown by 1. Okay. It's probably going to hit like a fucking nuclear weapon, but of course it could hit like a better nuclear weapon if it wasn't split damage. But of course, still, nuclear weapons are going to be nuclear weapons. That's very good though. Yeah, never misses. Reduces sync countdown by 1. Awesome. Those are a good move. And then passive skills, obviously we have the Unova Pride Master passive for physical stuff. More Unova allies you have, blah, blah, blah. Same thing as the friggin' Universe Circle. Strategy, focus on attack. Raises the user's attack by 6 when the trainer uses a move. Increases the user's physical moves next by 1 when its trainer uses a move. Wait, what? Trainer uses a move, increases. This is not once only. So just whenever this dude just twiddles his thumbs, you just get yourselves free +6 attack and physical moves next by 1. Okay, sure. That's very strong. Okay. Better than Perfect Opportunity. Restores 1 MP of the user's buddy move after your team's sync pair uses their sync move. Increases the user's physical moves next by 1 after your team uses their sync move. Fucking god, he's got so much physical moves next. But yeah, that's insane because it doesn't say once only. So you can just infinitely use sync moves and restore MP on your Dark Black Outrage. Pokemon moves and sync moves crit, and all moves are critical hits. Okay. Yeah, he looks stupid. Just stupid, right? He doesn't have any multipliers. Scale Shot sucks. Pretty much. Well, I'm not gonna say it sucks. I mean, it's something that you're gonna have to use a move sooner or later. So just having to use it there is fine. It'll do solid enough damage, not crazy, but really you're only using this just so you can pass turns. You're not using it for damage. You're not using it for utility. You are literally using it so you can actually have sync countdown. That is the only reason you will ever use Scale Shot in your life. Because debuff and defense really can suck, but thankfully returning Lord stats to normal is good. And then Dark Black Outrage is just cracked. He does look good for sure. His lack of consistent damage outside of Scale Shot is a little annoying looking, but it's probably not that bad really. That's why they're giving him this many physical moves next buffs, right? Like, you're gonna have +2, +3, maybe even more than that physical moves next by the time you use your Dark Black Outrage, and then the enemies are just gonna go bye-bye, right? So that's just how it's gonna go. And of course, being able to set Dragon Zone with the Field EX is great because, okay, if you've been logging in every single day doing your daily stuff ever since the introduction of Field Rolls or EX Rolls, you should either have a Field cake by now, right? Or at least you should have a ton of coins to be able to get one. So I really do think he's probably a really good investment for it if you are going to plan on getting him. Dragon Zone for himself is really great. You don't have to use Lucas, so you don't have to potentially miss on some stuff from the Unova Passion ability, or, you know, you could just swap Lucas in for like a debuffer, a rebuffer, you know, Lance, right, with his rebuff Variety Lance. Could be good stuff, right? So this guy does look really insane. And looking at the grids, let's look at Nate's grid. So, let's see. Cool. And I don't know what move levels these are going to be at, by the way. I've got no fucking clue. Let's see. Sure. Scale Shot stuff. Power, accuracy, power. Physical boost up 1/9. Increase physical moves next. Okay, sure. Increases. Oh, yeah, move level. This is at 3 out of 5. Increases physical moves next by 1 when any of its stats are lowered. Okay, sure, that's good. Scale Shot, no quarter, so we can actually do consistent damage with Scale Shot. That's pretty solid. Attack up, defense up, blah, blah, blah. Natural Remedy, Dragon Zone Interference Immunity. Unova C, physical moves up 3, powers up user's moves when Unova Circle is applied to the ally field of play, so just extra damage. Punishing Strike, lowering enemy defense when the user's attack move hits. If it's got multi-strike, then it can do it for multiple hits. Then he's got Haymaker, awesome. Speedster Sync, 5. This is at 2 out of 5, surprisingly. So he's got himself a multiplier. NPR to the trainer move. Dragon Zone, damage reduction. Unova's Circle physical sync moves up 9. Powering up the user's sync move by 90% when the circle is activated. Okay. Jesus, and he's still going. Extension. Okay, extension at 3 out of 5 for the Unova Circle, and then strike attack down, 30% chance to lower target's attack, and it's got multi-strike, so cool. Yeah, he looks good. He's got Haymaker, he's got the Unova Circle 90% multiplier ability, he's got the 30% DPS multiplier whenever Unova Circle is active as well. He's got Speedster Sync 5, so he's got a lot of multipliers. So he's, like, the fact that he's not doing too much damage with Scale Shot or, you know, Dark Black Outrage is only once every 3 turns roughly, is fine. Because the sync move hits like a truck, and then you're going to be hitting like a truck again with the Dark Black Outrage. I think it's going to be fine. I really do think it's going to be fine. I don't like Scale Shot. Oh, boy. Raises user's speed by 1 rank, lowers the user's defense by 1 rank. Is it for every strike it lands? So he can raise the speed by 5 and lowers defense by 5? Or is it just straight up lowering it? Because, I don't know, Scale Shot's not the worst thing in the world. You can definitely just use it to pass turns and do some damage. Because he can make full use of it. He'll be able to do some solid damage for sure. This guy is strong. This guy is unconditionally quite strong. He's got extension, he's got the multipliers, the utility to debuff defense and attack if you want to. Yeah, he's good. 100%. Next, who is next on the chopping block? Neo Champion Rosa and Meloetta. Holy piss. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's hard to look at. Okay. Alright, so she is a psychic character with the support role with the Sprint EX role. Very good. Finally, Sprint EX role. Awesome. Very nice outfit as well. Meloetta is able to change between its Aria and Pirouette forms. I don't know how you say that. I'm going to guess. Stats are actually looking really good. 679 HP, 314 special defense, 311 defense, 359 speed. Very good stats for a support. And those are actually not bad offensive stats either. Which she can actually potentially do damage. That's not bad. Okay. And now I gotta just look at this. I gotta figure it out. Okay. So it seems like between changing her forms, she'll be able to swap her moves. So whenever she's in her Aria form, she'll have her Relic Song of Wonder, which is a 2-gauge move, special attacking, 100 base power, hits all enemies. Activation condition is when the user is not in a pinch. Awesome. So pretty much unconditionally, other than low HP. Never misses, 30% chance to put the target to sleep, raises the crit rate of all allies by 1, raises one of the following stats of all allied sync pairs by 2, at random, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed, accuracy, or evasion. Same stat is raised for all allies. Okay, so she's a random buffer, but she also buffs crit and has a small chance of putting enemies to sleep. Potions, Sing. So she's actually got Sing. Cool. Which she does seem to have Psychic Shift in some regard. One of these abilities. Ode to Glory, raises speed of all allies by 2, increases special moves next of all allies when in the Aria form, and increases physical moves next of all allies when in the Pirouette form. So, if she's special, or if she's in the Aria form, she got these abilities. And if the Pirouette form, she's got these abilities. So, let's see. Relic Song of Wonder now is Fighting type. 2-gauge move, 100 power. So, the move does change between Psychic and Fighting. So, and she does gain a different weakness. Okay. So she is pretty much a Psychic and Fighting type, but she is technically a Psychic sync pair. It's like how both Greninjas are Water and Dark, but Calum is Dark, Serena's Water. So I'm gonna guess Rosa is just straight Psychic, but obviously she can change between the types from the Meloettas. Again, Relic Song of Wonder, same activation condition, same activation condition. Never misses, 30% chance to put the target to sleep, raises crit of all allies by 1. Same ability, except it's just physical now. Okay. Potion, sure. And then Teeter Dance is replaced by Sing, Sing is replaced with Teeter Dance, leaves target confused, hits all enemies. Okay. So she can Sing in the Pirouette form and buff special moves next, and in the Aria form, she can put enemies to sleep and buff special moves next. In the Pirouette form, she can confuse all enemies and buff physical moves next. Okay. Took way too long to figure that out, right? And then, of course, she swaps between the different types on her sync move. Nothing abnormal. Unova Flag Bearer, normal power-up, normal damage reduction, that stuff. And then Relic Nostalgia switches between the Aria form and Pirouette form when the user's attack move or sync move, which includes Relic Song in its name, is successful. Huh? This is confusing me. Switches between Aria and Pirouette form when the user's attack move or sync move, which includes Relic Song in its name, is successful. Increases the physical moves next and special moves next of all allies by 1 when the user changes forms while on the ally field of play. Am I stupid, or do I just not know how to change forms? Is it a button? Like, does she just change forms like the click of a button or something? Because this doesn't tell me. It says just switches when the user's attack move or sync move includes Relic Song in its name. Oh, wait. Okay, do they mean that, like, it switches on the sync move? So, like, she's gonna start out, I guess, in Aria, and then when she syncs, it's gonna turn into Pirouette? Or am I just wrong? I don't know. I don't know how she switches forms. It's probably a stupid thing to not know how to do, but hey, oh well, can't say much about it. I don't know, I can't tell, it doesn't say much. I'm gonna guess that it swaps between sync moves. I guess, I don't know. And then increases both of them while it is on the field of play. Wait, what? Increases physical moves next and special moves next of all allied sync pairs by 1 when the user changes forms. Okay. Psychic performance, fighting performance. Aria form, normal type becomes psychic type. Raises user special defense by 1 when its move targeting an opponent is successful. So now she's especially defensive. And then Pirouette form changes stuff to fighting moves and then raises her physical defense. Okay. So she becomes physically defensive when in Pirouette, or raises her physical defense when in Pirouette, and then raises their special defense when in Aria. And then Entrancing Melody lowers target psychic rebuff by 1 the first time the user uses a move targeting the opponent each battle when it's in Aria form. Lowers fighting rebuff by 1 when the user uses a move targeting an opponent in Pirouette. So that's good. Okay. She's got psychic and fighting rebuff. She's got speed buffs. She's got potions. She's got crit buffs. She's got random buffs. She can buff physical moves and special moves next depending on which form she's in. Though again, I'm not completely certain on how she changes forms. I'm guessing it's on sync move. I guess. I can't tell is the thing. I really can't tell. Okay, cool. So she looks solid, I would say. Nothing. I'll be honest. She doesn't look groundbreaking yet. She doesn't. The rebuff is good though. The rebuff is fucking good. I will be honest with you. I don't know. She looks pretty solid. I'm still gonna go for her either way. Then let's go. Let's look at Rose's grid. Grid is gonna probably, impact a lot. Let's see. Relic Song of Wonder, Move Gauge Refresh. Team Sharp Entry 1 at 3 out of 5. So now she's got faster crit buffing, which is good. Or just actually able to buff crit to +3. Natural Remedy, Team Stoic. Raises defensive allies by 1 when the user's trainer uses a move. Okay. Quick Cure, Curative Confusion. Restores HP when attacking a confused opponent. So now she's got a little bit of restoration other than potions. Force Field 9 raises special defense of all allies by 1 stat rank when the user's Pokemon uses a move. I'm going to guess this isn't locked between being Aria or Pirouette, so she can just buff whichever defense she wants unconditionally. Easy Pickings lowers one of the target stats at random when attacking a confused opponent. One of the core stats, so she's got solid debuffing ability. Though... Okay, so this is actually just... Okay, gotcha. I didn't know if this actually had any MP, so you can just spam this. That's good. That is good. Stalwart, Friend Man on the potion, Master Healer on the potion, move point refresh, of course. Precision Pals on her trainer move, raises the accuracy of all allies. That's fine. Charging Infliction 2. Okay. NPR 1. Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense. MP1, 20% chance. That's sad. Team Physical Moves and Special Moves. What the fuck? Okay. Increase Physical Moves and Special Moves next of all allies by 1 when the user's trainer uses a move. Effect can only activate once per battle. Okay. Sure. Go Viral. When a user's status move is inflicted on an opponent, inflicts the same status condition for all enemies. That's good for Sing and Relic Song, right? So makes them... Well, this already hits all enemies, but Relic, Sing, yeah, that's good. And then Sing nodes. Okay. Does she have? She does have Precision Pal, so she can buff her accuracy, and of course it's going to help her Sing put enemies to sleep, right? So she can put enemies to sleep. She can confuse. She can do a lot. She can do a lot. Her buffs are random outside of speed and crit. But that's not really the worst thing in the world because she can do a lot of physical moves next buffing, special moves next buffing. She can do psychic and fighting rebuff. Yeah, she looks good. I can say that much. She definitely does look good. Cool. Honestly, very unique character as well. So very unique kit. Probably going to be a little annoying for people to figure out how to use. Well, the community, you'll probably be fine, but just a general person that starts playing this game, looks at this character, says, hey, I want to summon. This is probably going to be a confusing fucking kit. just honestly. Okay. So, that was new Champion Rosa. Next, let's look at Holiday, Viola, and Vivillon. Awesome. Icy Snow Pattern Vivillon. Very cool choice of Holiday characters, by the way. Sycamore and Viola. Gotta love it. So she's a field character with a Techie-S role. She is a bug character, so I'm going to guess her field is bug. Drops December 12th, leaves December 30th. Very sad. I do want to probably pick up both her and Sycamore, just depending on what their kit is, because they both look very nice. Look at the stats, 677 HP, 395 special attack, 332 speed, 167 in the defenses. Good stats overall. Good special attack, good speed, solid enough bulk. Looking at her moves here, she's got Bug Wish. She can just unconditionally set Bug Zone. Very, very good. People have been wanting this, you know. People don't like Ingo, sadly. She's got Struggle Bug. Hits all enemies, lower special attack. So that's now shared between her Masquerain and her Vivillon. Getting in Focus raises an ally special attack and crit by 2. So she's got some good supporting ability. And then Frozen Butterfly Stun Spore. 1 use, hits all enemies. Activation condition is when it is Bug Zone. Deactivation condition is when not in Bug Zone. Never misses, leaves the target paralyzed, leaves the target confused, and then lowers the target's all stats by 1. All stats by 1. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Okay, hey, that's cool. And then her passives. Hit status condition stat down to 9, lowers one of the target stats by 2 at random when its attack move is successful against targets that are affected by status condition. Attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed, accuracy, and evasion. Bug Zone team attack move damage reduction 2, reducing damage when in Bug Zone. That's good. And then paralyzed opponent fail up 5, raising chances to fail due to paralysis. She looks good. Honestly, people are probably not going to be the biggest lovers of this kit, but honestly, I do like the supporting type of the debuffing ability plus support plus Bug Zone. I do like the kit actually. She's unconditionally able to debuff special attack of all enemies. She's able to lower all enemy stats by 1 once only, and then she's able to debuff stats even more when attacking the enemy when they're affected by a status condition. In this case, it would be paralysis. And then they have the increased chance to fail their move due to paralysis, and also, even if they somehow hit through that, they also have to hit through confusion. So I really actually do like this kit. And then obviously the damage reduction is very nice as well. So she's got some defensive utility as well. Very nice, honestly. AX roll of tech, that's sad. I wish she would have got support because she could have actually had some crazy bulk stats. She would have been crazy with it. Yeah, I do like this base kit actually. Viola looks funny. Let's look at her grid. Holiday Viola, just going through here. Move gauge refresh. Opponent team paralyzed moves. Team moves up 2, buffing ally move damage when attacking enemies that are paralyzed. She's similar to Fall Roxanne, right? Where she's got the abilities to power up moves when enemies are trapped, but instead now it's paralysis. Soften up 1 for easier crits on the sync move. Insect acceleration, insect power, 10% buff. Come on, and it's also on Struggle Bug. Head start 1. That's pretty good. NPR on Bug Wish. Fail forward 1, healthy healing, paralysis synergy, shocking slowdown, debuffing enemy speed when the attack move is successful against the paralyzed opponent, static shock, finally an actual multiplier on the nuke. Stop hitting yourself 5, increased chance to hit when the enemy hitting themselves in confusion. Sync move on opponent paralyzed, leaves target paralyzed when the user's sync move is successful targeting that opponent. That doesn't sound very useful. Except that they get rid of their stat debuffs, right? Or their status change condition. But I think you're fine. Power play. That's good. Grand entry 2, and then the nodes. Okay. I would say she's got Tech EX is good, right? Her nuke can probably be fine. I mean, power play plus static shock 5 is not bad multipliers, I guess. Plus, she's got the Tech EX for that extra nuke multiplier if you have, Tech EX roll. So you can make abuse of that if you do want to really use her for nuking. But really, I think a lot of her use is coming from her supporting ability here, her damage reduction, her power-up nodes in the grid, her debuffing is the biggest one. And honestly, I would say just because of that, she is really solid just at 1 out of 5. She's got great debuffing potential. And then, of course, with the grid, you can give her some power buff for your allies with the attack move up, whatever the fuck they call the ability, right? She's also got shocking slowdown for extra debuffs if you do want those. Head start 1 as well for extra sync countdown. You can make abuse of that. Yeah, opponent team paralyzed up too, right? So you can buff ally moves when targeting an opponent that's paralyzed. So I do like this kit. I don't like how they focused a lot of her grid on offense, right? Like a normal move offense, like paralysis energy. This is useless. Like, what are you gonna do? Struggle bug them to death? Come on. But other than that, I mean, good debuffer, decent nuke, I guess. I'd say decent, not crazy. New bug zone, of course, finally, which is great. I like it. I do like it. And people probably don't, but I do. Okay. That is Viola. I could have looked at Jasmine's great abilities back with her infographic, but oops, didn't think about it. But now we got Holiday Sycamore. Yes, Holiday Sycamore and Go-Goat. My Go-Goat. Awesome. We're finally getting Go-Go in the game. Cool. So he's a support sync pair with the Physical Striker EX roll. You better have a good damn reason. Never mind, it's just because of fucking grass rebuff. God damn it. And what, Horn Leech? Nope, just Razor Leaf. Cool. Okay, Grass type. He's got some stats. 269 defense, 299 special defense, 225 speed, 695 health. Those are fine stats. Same date as Viola, of course. Well, 2 days later, I guess. Okay. Looking at the moves, he's got Razor Leaf, which hits all enemies, crits land more easily. I'm going to guess AoE Grass rebuff because of that. Him and Adamant. Potion. Restoring ally HP, dire hit all plus crit buffs. Let's have a battle. Raises the defense and special defense of all allies by 4, raises the speed of all allies by 2. Okay. Grass type research results. Lower grass rebuff by 1 the first time attack move is successful. Lowers grass rebuff of all. Raises the grass. What? Raises the grass of all allied sync pairs by 1 the first time you use an attack move is successful each battle. Okay. So I'm gonna guess it's like it's a kind of attempt at Sap Stipper, where, you know, we're gonna have reduced damage to grass rebuff, right? Or to grass moves that hit us. Okay, wait, so that makes his physical striker EX roll useless? No, maybe it is grid, right? Hit HP recovery 9, restoring HP when its attack move is successful, and then group grass guard, even more grass damage reduction? Raises grass rebuff of all allies by 1 the first time he uses attack move is successful. Okay, so he's just got a lot of grass resistant abilities. So are we gonna get ourselves... grass type masters, gotcha. This guy's gonna be really valuable. There we go, I figured it out. I figured out your game DNA. Yeah, we got the grass high score event coming in January, and they're all gonna be using grass type, well, generally gonna be using grass type moves, right? So yeah, if you want to hit through that, be able to deal with those abilities, then you're gonna want to have your allies grass rebuff raised. You're gonna want grass damage guard or grass guard, whatever. So that makes sense. They gave him a lot of grass physical abilities, grass damage reduction abilities for the grass high score event. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Other than that, though, I mean, his abilities do look solid enough. Crit buffs, potions for healing, defensive buffing, speed buffing. He looks fine. He doesn't look that great, but grass rebuff is obviously going to be really good, as well as having solid recovery for himself and allies. Crit buffs, speed buffs. It's fine. It's a solid enough kit, I would say so, right? The grass rebuff alone is already giving him some decent value, though Adamant can also do it. But he's a support, you know? He's a support, so, I mean, that's still good. Looking at the grids, let's go ahead and look at that. Sycamore. Holiday Sycamore, okay. Dire Hit All Plus, Master Healer on Potions. Quick Cure, Potion NPR. Accuracy on Razor Leaf. Dashing Team 5, 60% chance to raising speed of all allies when the user's attack move is successful. That's good. Grassy Cushion, reducing damage when in grassy terrain. Good night. Debut Grass Rebuff of 1, raises his Grass Rebuff by 1 the first time he enters a battle each battle. Good night, dude. He's got... Bro, you're not... Grass types are gonna do 0 damage. Tapu Bulu ain't shit. Revenge Boost 9. Charging Gauge when hit by an attacking move. Flabbergast 5 on Razor Leaf for a 60% confusion chance. That's not bad. Triage Tank 9, restoring his own HP when hit by an attacking move. Grass Guard again. For himself, though, this time. Opening Blockade, applying physical and special damage reduction when entering a battle. Lith, Unbending Team Sync Regeneration. Okay, so you can apply gradual healing on Sync move. Endurance. Crit Defense 9 on his Trainer move, applying critical hit defense when using the Trainer move. And that's it. So, okay. So, Physical Strike EX roll is literally useless for him. Let's be honest here. He's not reducing grass rebuff like Blue and Penny, you know, where they can do it on their sync move as well, which is fine. I'm fine with that. You don't have to waste your Striker EX roll unless you know, are a Sycamore fan, which is fair. It's fair. But there's no reason to. He is a fucking god for whenever you're facing a grass enemy. He can take 0 damage, pretty much. Like think about it. He's got himself this ability here, raising his own grass rebuff, or all allies grass rebuff. Group Grass Guard, reducing damage from grass moves for all allies. Then he has unconditional Grass Guard in the sync grid. Then he's also got himself Grass Rebuff Up, whatever the ability was called, in the grid here as well. Debut Grass Rebuff up 1. So he's got himself +2 Grass Rebuff, 2 Grass Guards, and then you can also go in his lucky skills and give him Grass Guard in that. So if you want a tank that can just eat a hit from grass moves, mostly for the high score event, this Sycamore is gonna be your go-to. Your goat-to. Fucking funny. This guy is cracked when facing grass types. If you plan on facing a lot of grass enemies, whether it be Tapu Bulu, some of the Elite Four or whatever, I don't even know what Elite Four members have grass type moves. I would have to think. I think Blue has an Exeggutor, right? He's champion. We could look at the stadium right now if we wanted to. But yeah, if you're gonna face grass types or again the grass high score event, then he's gonna be pretty cracked, dude. And yeah, I don't know what allies here use grass moves. I have no idea. You can figure that one out. I don't know if there's even a stadium stage that uses grass types, because I can't think of it off the top of my head, right? I mean, maybe Koga. Maybe, yeah, he's got like Energy Ball and stuff. He could use it. And I can't think of the Elite Four right now, so I can't really think if they have any grass type Elite Four members. It doesn't look like it. Does Acerola have something? How's got Decidueye, right? So is Kukui. They both got him for some reason. I don't know. Either way, yeah. This guy is great against grass enemies, but outside of the grass enemies, I would say he's fine. He's not like crazy. He doesn't buff offenses, I think, at all, but he's pretty defensive, just even without the grass stuff. He's got potions, defense by 2. He's got triage, tank 9. He's got endurance. Wrong thing here. He's able to buff speed even more with dashing team 5. So I would say he's actually pretty solid as a support. He's got good speed buffs, he's got crit buffs, but outside of that, he doesn't really have any offensive buffs, which is obviously a big turnoff for a lot of people, but I think he can be pretty fine. He can be fine anyway, right? He definitely looks like he's going to be able to do a lot more than people may be able to give him credit for. I don't know. He looks fun. Just no offensive buffs, which is upsetting, I guess, but I'm not really too worried about it, though I know other people probably will be. So, I mean, overall, I think that's it, right? I don't think there's any new sync pairs to go over. I think we've pretty much covered all of them. We've got ourselves the 2 new Neo Champions, the 2 new Holiday sync pairs. We've got ourselves the the Lodge Jasmine, as well as Kukui's Grid expansion. And honestly, this is looking to be a very nice month, right? If we look at the schedule here, again, thanks to Sheriff Henry, we've got ourselves the 2 Master Fairs and the 2 Holiday sync pairs, and then that's it, right? The banners, there's so few banners. Probably because they're going to drop everything in January. January is going to be probably batshit crazy, if I'm being honest. But, like, this is nice. It's actually nice of them to give us a little bit too nice for us to actually have some breathing room, right? Some breathing room. Like, yeah, sure, 2 Neo Champion Master Fairs and 2 Holiday units, right? But still, that's the only new units. It's not like they're piling on more Poke Fairs, Variety Scouts, or even other rerun banners. We only have 2 Poke Fair rerun banners, and then, of course, we have the Holiday general stuff that we already expected. So this is actually shaping up to be a nice month. And we're getting 26,000 gems, which is not, it's fine. Like, I'd say about 26,000 gems is fine. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. I'd say that's fine. That's not considering rallies. I do think that we'll probably get a rally, and come on. It's the holiday season. They gotta give us some gems for it, right? And I'm pretty sure they generally give us gifts on Christmas. I can't remember. They might. I don't remember, but I think so. So that's nice as well. So we should be getting around potentially 30,000 gems this month, which is good, especially because of all of the sync pairs available. So, I guess the lack of sync pairs available, right? We can actually have a little bit of room to try and go for who we want this month. It's awesome. This is a step in the right direction. I don't think this is going to negatively impact sales for Pokemon Masters. I think that this is nice. 2 good new Master Fairs is going to definitely bring in some nice profit, as well as the 2 cool Holiday sync pairs. You don't have to dogpile on like 5 other rerun scouts, Poke Fairs, Variety Scouts, whatever, in order to actually make sales. We're going back to those 2022 days, which is actually fucking fun. But of course, I don't want to jinx anything, right? This is just 1 month. Things could still go wrong, but I'm gonna hold out a little bit of hope. I'm actually kind of starting to enjoy Pokemon Masters again because of this stuff. This is very, very nice. Anyway, yeah, that is my overview for all of the sync pairs coming in the December data mine of Pokemon Masters EX. Let me know what you think about them down in the comments below, whether it be, Neo Champion Nate, Neo Champion Rosa, Holiday Viola or Sycamore, Lodge Jasmine, Kukui's Grid expansion, whatever else. And yeah, I'll see you all later. I hope you all enjoyed.